Plus, welcome back. It's week 13. Are you ready for this? 13. It's a lucky number, no matter what anybody says. Quick review. Last week, what we talked about? We talked about the French New Wave. Think about that for a second. What distinguishes it? Who were the people involved in it? How is it different than the Italian neo-realists? Think about it. What was the jump cut? All right. Remember, review those things. This week, 1954. The director is Akira Kurosawa. The film is called Seven Samurai. This is a famous film. You probably haven't seen it though because it's a long film, and you wouldn't see this on HBO. It's a beautiful film, and it's an important film from a very important director. So congratulations, you are about to level up your film game because at this point you guys have a lot of information from the class, I hope. And if you know Kurosawa, you get the French New Wave, you got Italian neo-realists, you know what was going on in the 70s in America. You know a little bit about the marketplace today in America, your film game's getting strong, okay? You're going up to level 2 right now. If we all had those brownie things on, or what are they called, Boy Scouts, we're all Weeblos, all right? So feel good about that. Okay, before we talk any further, real quick, this week, none of the questions, there are no questions that will go forth onto a quiz or a test. There's 2 questions. They're both questions about the film, not the lecture. There is no PDF this week. There are no PowerPoints. 2 questions to check to see if you watched the film, and that's it. I want to give you guys a break. We've gone for 13 weeks. We've been going hard nonstop without a single break. So this is a week for you to rest a little bit. Just watch the film. If you've watched the film, it will be easy for you to answer the questions. If you don't watch the film, it will be hard for you to answer the questions. That's it, right? I'm doing that because I want you guys to power back up for a strong finish as we go for the last few weeks until we're done here, okay? So take a deep breath this week, enjoy the film, and get ready to push through to the end. Akira Kurosawa influences everybody. He's a super important director, and as an example, let's talk about George Lucas. When George Lucas wrote Star Wars, the original Star Wars script is actually really, really similar to a Kurosawa film called The Fortress. So, and Lucas will cop to this. This is no secret that he was very influenced by Kurosawa. So, Star Wars changed, and it's not a duplicate or an homage or a ripoff or anything like that. But you can see how influenced he was by Kurosawa. Visually, he was also very influenced, and you'll see lots of wipes in Star Wars movies. And this is a wipe right here, right here. There goes a wipe. That's a transition, a type of edit point. And in Star Wars, George Lucas uses the wipe the same way that Kurosawa used it, stylistically. You also see lots of compositions and shots in Star Wars that are very, very similar to the way that Kurosawa would shoot. Now, things to look for in this film. The composition within the frame is stunning. So what I mean is, like, if you look at the way when the actors all are in a scene, and you look at the way that they're arranged in the frame, you'll see very balanced, very beautiful compositions, very often triangles. You'll see, 1 face, 2 faces, 3 faces, and a triangle on the screen. It's just stunning work. It's super high craft. It's super thoughtful. And one of Kurosawa's primary tools for the visual part of the film is he loves long lenses. And I mean literally long lenses. So a short lens is a wide angle, sees wide. Long lenses, of course, see more narrowly. One of the characteristics of a long lens is they tend to reduce depth of field. They tend to want to put things out of focus or make the area in focus thinner, which makes them hard to use, especially if you're doing that kind of an action style. Kurosawa combined 2 things that make long lenses and small apertures. He liked the flattening effect of the long lens. Space gets collapsed by long lenses. And to prevent depth of field from getting too shallow, he would close the aperture way down. What it means is very little light could get down that long lens and through the aperture. And what it meant is that in order to shoot the scenes, you had to pour tons of light onto the set, onto the actors, onto everything. It just means it's way harder to shoot. So it's like an amazing challenge to shoot that way, but the product that he got is just stunning. So when you see it, this film should look different to you. Now, in terms of the experience of watching the film, if I was to make a prediction for you, I'd say that for most of you, the first 60%, you're going to need to sort of prepare yourself. It's not a fast film, that first piece. So make time in your day, turn your phone off, don't do other things, and just be ready to dig in for 2 hours and chill out. Take a run first, do something to burn off some energy so you can relax. It's interesting, but it's not fast. However, if you can make it through that piece, the payoff, the last hour, hour and 10 minutes of the film, it's just incredible. And you know, it's 1954. The intensity, the composition, the complexity of the editing and the coverage is amazing. So again, I want you to enjoy the film. It's 3.5 hours. Brace yourselves, prepare for it. If you do it right, you'll love it, okay? 2 questions at the end. That's it for this week. I'm out.